I am Oz, the great and terrible. Who are you? And why do you seek me?
I am Dorothy, the small and meek, and these are my friends. We have come to you for help.
Where did you get those silver shoes?
I got them from the Wicked Witch of the East when my house fell on her and killed her.
Where did you get that mark upon your forehead?
That is where the Good Witch of the South kissed me when she bade me goodbye and sent me to you.
What do you wish me to do?
Send me back to Kansas, please, where my Aunt Em and Uncle Henry are. I don't like your country, although it's very beautiful. And I am sure Aunt Em will be dreadfully worried over my being away so long.
Why should I do this for you?
Because you are strong, and I am weak. Because you are a great wizard, and I am only a little girl.
Who are you?
I am only a scarecrow, stuffed with straw. Therefore, I have no brains, and I come to you praying that you will put brains in my head instead of straw, so that I may become as much a man as any other in your dominions.
And who are you? And why do you seek me?
I am a woodman and made of tin. Therefore I have no heart and cannot love. I pray you to give me a heart, that I may be as other men are.
And what of you, four-legged animal? What do you want?
I am a cowardly lion, afraid of everything. I come to you to beg that you give me courage, so that in reality I may become the king of beasts, as men call me.
Well, I will give you my answer. You have no right to expect me to help you, unless you do something for me in return. In this country, everyone must pay for everything he gets. If you wish me to use my magic power to grant your wishes, you must do something for me first. Help me, and I will help you.
What must we do, Mr. Wizard?
Kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
But I cannot.
I would not know how.
I could not kill anything.
And I would be afraid.
Enough! I do not care who kills her. But until you bring me proof that the witch is dead, I cannot grant your wishes. Remember that the witch is wicked, tremendously wicked, and ought to be killed. Now, go, and do not ask to see me again until you have done your task.
What shall we do now?
There is only one thing we can do, and that is to go into the West, seek out the Wicked Witch, and destroy her.
But suppose we cannot.
Then I shall never have courage.
And I shall never have a brain.
And I shall never have a heart.
And I shall never see Aunt Em and Uncle Henry.
Do not cry, Dorothy. I will go with you, although I'm too much of a coward to kill a witch.
I will go too, but I shall not be of much help to you. I am such a fool.
I haven't the heart to harm even a witch. But if you go, I certainly shall go with you.
Woof, 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 woof. I see you're still here.
Excuse me, sir, but which road leads to the Wicked Witch of the West?
Oh, there is no road. No one ever wishes to go that way.
How then are we to find her?
Well, that will be easy, for when she knows you're in the country of the West, she will find you and make you all her slaves.
Perhaps not, for we mean to destroy her.
Oh, that is different. No one has ever destroyed her before, so naturally I thought she would make slaves of you, as she has of the rest. But take care. She is wicked and fierce, and may not allow you to destroy her. Keep to the west, where the sun sets, and you cannot fail to find her, if she does not find you first.
Thank you, sir. You have been a great help.
Oh, it was no trouble at all to me. But be careful, my friends, because the wicked witch means trouble to you.
What is this? Who dares to trespass in the West? Why, I shall have them torn to pieces and scattered along the border of Oz. Or worse yet, I will make them my slaves. They all look like good workers, even that puny little girl. But how will I get them here? They are walking much too slowly. I must have them as my slaves right this very minute. Ah, yes, the golden cap with the circle of diamonds and rubies. I will call upon the magic cap to do my dirty work. I hate work. I put the golden cap on my head. Eppy, peppy, keki. Hello, holo, hello, zizzy, zoozy, zick.
You have called on the power of the golden cap, wicked witch, to enslave the Winkies for you. You have called on the power of the golden cap, wicked witch, to drive the great Oz out of the West. Now you have called upon the power of the golden cap for the third and last time to obey your orders. What do you command?
Deliver those strangers to me at once. Stop calling me a wicked witch.
Your command shall be obeyed, wicked witch. The golden cap has obeyed your command. Your power over it is now ended, and you may never use it again.
Who said that?
I don't know. I'm scared again.
And with good reason, I think. We're not where we were a moment ago.
And although I don't know much, I would say we don't know where we are. But it's awfully spooky around here.
Oh, Dorothy, help me.
Help you, you big ox. You're all going to help me for the rest of your natural lives, and maybe even then some.
Who are you?
Dorothy, didn't you hear what she said? I think that's the witch we were looking for.
The Wicked Witch of the West!
Yes, and it will be my pleasure to have you all for my slaves. Except you, straw man. We do not have any crows in the West. They could not stand it here, and they all left. So since I have no use for you, it is only logical to get rid of you, don't you think?
Well, it is a fact that I can't think. Therefore, I can't think it is logical to get rid of me. But if you would please put down that lighted torch, I'm sure we could discuss this like intelligent people.
I'm very glad you said that. Knowing you can't think completely clears my conscience of destroying you. You understand, don't you, that I could never have someone working for me that could not think.
Put down that torch this instant, or I'll put it out with this bucket of water.
No, no!
Do it, Dorothy. Don't trust her.
Oh! See what you have done? I'm all wet. In a minute, I shall melt away. Ah!
I'm very sorry indeed.
Don't be sorry, Dorothy. Look, she's melting away like brown sugar.
Oh, didn't you know water would be the end of me?
Of course not. How should I?
Well, in a few minutes, I shall be all melted, and you will have the castle to yourself. I have been wicked in my day, but I never thought a little girl like you would ever be able to destroy me and end my wicked deeds. Look out! Here I go!
Oh, Dorothy. She is completely dissolved.
Yes, and you did it, Dorothy. You did it.
Let us crown Dorothy with this golden cap now that she owns a castle.
But I don't want to live in a castle. I I just want to go back to Kansas.
Your wish is the command of the golden cap.
Can you really send me back to Kansas?
No, for the golden cap only has powers within the land of Oz. Is there any other wish that may be granted?
Oh, yes. Could you please take my friends and me back to the wizard? He promised when the witch was dead that he would send me back to Kansas.
Your command shall be obeyed. Why, what are you doing here? Who let you in?
We have come to claim our promises from the great Oz. Who are you, old man?
I am Oz, the great and terrible.
But you can't be a great wizard.
You are just a man.
No, you are all wrong. I am just a man. But I am a man who has been making believe he is a wizard. Therefore, I am a wizard.
Making believe? Then you cannot really be a wizard.
Not only are you not a wizard and just a common man, you're a humbug.
Exactly so. I am a humbug.
But this is terrible. How shall I ever get my heart?
Or I my courage.
Or I my brains.
My dear friends, I pray you not to speak of these little things. Think of me and the terrible trouble I am in at being found out.
Doesn't anyone else know you're a humbug?
No one knows but you four and myself.
I think you are a very bad man.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm really a very good man, but I'm a very bad wizard, I must admit.
Can't you give me brains?
Well, you don't need them. You are learning something every day. Experience is the only thing that brings knowledge, and the longer you are on Earth, the more experience you are sure to get. Well, I'm not much of a magician, as I said, but if you will promise not to tell anyone I am a humbug, I will stuff your head with brains. I cannot tell you how to use them, however. You must find out for yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. If you give me brains, you will not be a humbug to me, for you will have fulfilled your promise.
Sit down, please. You must excuse me for taking your head off.
That's all right. You're quite welcome to take my head off, as long as it will be a better one when you put it on again.
Hereafter, you will be a great man, for I have given you a lot of brand new brains.
How about my heart?
Why, as for that, I think you are wrong to want a heart. It makes most people unhappy.
That must be a matter of opinion. For my part, I will bear all the unhappiness without a murmur, if you will give me the heart.
Very well. But I shall have to cut a hole in your chest so I can put your heart in the right place. I hope it won't hurt. There. Isn't it a beauty?
That's the most beautiful heart I've ever seen.
It is indeed. But is it a kind heart?
Oh, very. You have a heart that any man might be proud of.
I am very grateful to you, and I shall never forget your kindness. And I will never say you are a humbug, for you are not to me.
How about my courage?
You have plenty of courage, I am sure. All you need is confidence in yourself. There is no living thing that is not afraid when it faces danger. True courage is in facing danger when you are afraid. And that kind of courage you have in plenty.
Perhaps I have, but I shall really be very unhappy unless you give me the sort of courage that makes one forget he is afraid.
Very well. I will get it for you.
What is that?
Drink it. If it were inside you, it would be courage. You know, of course, that courage is always inside one, so that this really cannot be called courage until you have swallowed it. Therefore, I advise you to drink it as soon as possible.
How do you feel?
Full of courage.
I'm very happy for all of you for getting what you wanted. When I'm back in Kansas, I will think of you all. Now, Mr. Wizard, may I leave soon for Kansas?
Well, Dorothy, that is not as easy as granting the others' wishes. Did you really kill the Wicked Witch of the West?
Oh, yes, yes. I brought back this golden cap as proof.
Dorothy, you may be able to get back to Kansas after all.
Really? How can I, Mr. Wizard? Tell me, please tell me.
Call upon the power of the golden cap.
But it already told me that it could not get me back to Kansas.
Yes, but the golden cap can bring the most powerful good witch to help you. Look inside the cap and do as it says.
It says, Epi, Peppy, Khaki, Hilo, Hallo, Hello, Zizzy, Zazzy, Zick.
What do you command of the golden cap?
I know that you cannot get me back to Kansas, but the great wizard says that you can bring the most powerful good witch to help me. Could you do that?
Your command shall be obeyed. What can I do for you, my child?
Who are you?
I am the good witch of the north.
My greatest wish in all the world is to get back to Kansas and see my Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. Can you send me back to Kansas? Can you please?
Bless your dear heart. I am sure I can tell you of a way to get back to Kansas, although I cannot do it myself. But if I do, you must give me the golden cap.
Willingly. Indeed, it is not going to be of any use to me in Kansas. Here, it is yours.
Thank you. Now, you want to go back to Kansas. You see, Dorothy, all this time you have had the power to go back all by yourself. Your silver shoes will carry you over the desert. And if you had known their power, you could have gone back the very first moment you put them on your feet.
But then I should not have had my wonderful brains.
And I should not have had my lovely heart.
And I should have lived as a coward forever.
This is all true, and I'm glad I was of use to these good friends. But now that each of you has what you most desired, I should like to know how the silver shoes can get me home.
The most wonderful thing about the silver shoes is that they can carry you to any place in the world in 3 steps. And each step will be made in the wink of an eye. All you have to do is knock the heels together 3 times and command the shoes to carry you to Kansas.
Goodbye, Lion. Goodbye, Tin Woodman. Goodbye, Scarecrow. Goodbye, Mr. Wizard. You are not such a humbug as we said. You are a very, very good man. Silver Shoes, please take me back to Kansas. Take me back to Kansas. Take me back to Kansas.
Goodbye, Dorothy.
Goodbye.
We will miss you.
I love you, Dorothy.
Good gracious! Adam! Adam!
Dorothy, where in the world have you been?
To the land of Oz. And oh, Aunt Em, I'm so glad to be home again.